Hi, I'm Lawrence. I was always told to get a degree and a job at a good company, but just 3 years into my safe job, I was retrenched and left broke. That idea no longer works. Instead of one job, we need to be focusing on multiple streams of income. As a full-time property investor and coach, my goal is to educate you and other South Africans to reach financial freedom through property. Let's get started.
Hey guys, so we are looking at another property here in the Limpopo province, Lefalale, Onverwacht is the suburb. I don't know this area or Limpopo too well, but I've had a few requests from people on my channel wanting to broaden the different areas that I look at. So I'm looking at Northwest, Bloemfontein, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, KZN. I'm going to try and analyze deals in all these different regions. So this one, let's have a quick look. It's a 2-bedroom apartment in Onverwacht. There's an aircon, which is nice. It looks like a new build, clean. Obviously, there's no tenants, so we'll have to budget a tenant placement cost. Nice bathroom shower mix. I found that tenants really enjoy that. The option 2 bath, but also 2 showers. So that's a very positive. And it just looks like a clean, well-maintained new build. You know, so it's not going to require much maintenance, and I don't think you're going to struggle to find tenants. Again, I don't know the area too well. 340 for me is a premium price. I don't think the deal will work at 340. And then levies and rates and taxes. So obviously these are switched around. Your levies are 1,240 and your rates are 340. She probably just made a mistake there, but that's fine. Levies of 1,240 are probably going to kill the deal. If you've watched any of my other videos, especially of analyzing Berea deals, you'll notice that your levies are the key factor that can kill a deal. But let's have a look. We've got enough information now to run our numbers. I've got the app open here, myapp.property.online. 340 is the asking price. I'm probably going to go in at about 280. Nah, maybe let's go to 290. I don't think that we're going to get this kind of discount, especially with new builds and properties that are in very good condition. The seller probably isn't that motivated to sell. Using the pocket let scraping tool, we know that you could probably rent for about 4,200 in that area. So 4,200. Go to our buying cost, open our trusty Uber calculator. So purchase price of 290 with a, let's assume we're going to get a 90% loan to value. So the loan amount will be 90% of 290. Company, let's see, about 28,500. Thought so. Or once you've analyzed enough deals, you start to remember these numbers. And then here under tenant costs, under your buying costs section, you're going to have to put your tenant placing costs. Remember, you're going to have to place the tenant because it's currently empty, and agents usually charge about 1 month's rent. So I'm just going to put there 4,200. I'm going to skip refurb and other costs. The property is in great condition. It's not going to need any additional, paint or fixing of the plumbing because it's pretty much a new build. So it's great. A 90% loan at 9.5. I know it's tempting to use 7%, and you're welcome to use 7%, which is our current prime lending rate. Just be aware that if your deal only works because of the current competitive interest rates, you might be in trouble later on because the interest rate will return to normal once the economy recovers. So, for me, maybe it's ultra conservative, but I always use a more conservative interest rate. I always use 9.5 to 10% because I want to make sure that the deal works in a normal economic environment, not because of COVID and because of competitive interest rates that are currently being seen. Levies was 1,240. Rates and taxes, I think 340. Voids, probably going to go with 5% voids, maybe 8% management, and about 2% maintenance provision. Property's in really good condition, so I wouldn't put too much budget there. Unfortunately, a negative cash flow. I thought so. The levies are just too high, and the purchase price is too high. They're asking too much for what the rent can justify. We go to the summary tab, and obviously it's going to have a negative return on investment because it's losing money every month. So what I could do perhaps is I could go back to my step 1 and I could reduce my offer to 250. That would also reduce my buying cost maybe to about 26,000. I go back to my summary tab. It might be positive now. No, it's still negative. Sure. So now you have to start reducing the offer price to about 200,000. Again, reducing this to maybe 20,000, and boom. Now you'll be positive, but it's only a 7% return, which is not even that good. That's what you're getting at the bank, and you're gonna have to try and negotiate a 40% discount. So the reality is, guys, every property works at the right price. if you can buy even a Santon property for a very low amount, you'll get enough rent to cover the costs and be walking away with a positive cash flow. The question is, are the owners going to accept a 40% discount? And the answer is likely no. So maybe you can put an offer forward, or maybe you move on to a better investment, purely from a cash flow perspective. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel.
Are you tired of having more month at the end of your money? It's time to venture into property investing. And although it may seem scary, don't worry. We've created tons of resources to help you get started. From tools that help you analyze deals, to online training courses, to one-on-one specialized coaching. Click the link in the comments below and get started today.